Welcome back to the Teacher's AI Cafe. I'm Kane, a teacher and a parent who wants AI to give us back our time. I share practical classroom-tested AI strategies to cut down your workload, improve your feedback and reduce stress so you can get your evenings back and be more present with your friends and family. No jargon, just actionable steps. Grab your mug. Now let's get going. Welcome back to this week's AI Tech Update for Teachers on AI on the 29th of December 2025. Almost the end of the year of 2025. A couple of days till New Year's Eve. Okay. First thing we're going to talk about is Notebook Alliums new lecture mode that Google have been testing out. So this can take your notes, readings, slides and convert them into a long audio explanation of about 30 minutes. We've seen the podcast version, which I really like, and so this is a variation of that. This builds on the current audio overview feature, but instead of short pieces, the result is one continuous explanation. For teachers, this has some clear uses. May help when students miss lessons and their structured catch-up. It can support flipped lessons or classrooms where teachers listen to an overview before class. And it also may help students who find long readings difficult, who can follow a spoken explanation when they're going through reading the text, such as a read-along. There are important cautions. Explanation is not only about information. Teachers decide which points to emphasize, when to slow down, and when to acknowledge uncertainty or disagreement in the content. The AI-generated lecture will often sound confident, even when the underlying sources are incomplete and contested. A sensible approach is to treat lecture mode as a draft. You can generate an audio explanation, listen carefully, shorten, adjust it, adjust brief, recorded sections, in your own voice where clarification and emphasis is needed. That's it, but I'm sure it'll get better over time. The second thing is your year with ChatGPT. I had a bit of a play with this. So they've released a button when you go to a new chat. It says your year with ChatGPT, and it'll actually give you basically a summary of everything you've done for the year of 2025, busy days, main themes of those conversations. Also includes a small visual summary. At first glance, this looks like a light way to end your year up. Bit of reflection, see the things you're mainly focused on, and responses. It's not too bad, but like I said, it gives you a thing of how you've used it over time of the year. Have a play with it, see what you've done for the last 12 months. Number 3, changes in Gemini and Claude Code. In the background, there's been major shifts as always ongoing. Google has rolled out, obviously, Gemini 3 Flash in AI mode for search, and this changes how quickly and how effectively AI mode responds to complex questions, including those students may ask when searching. Claude Code is temporarily doubling usage limits times for some users following recent upgrades. All accounts, even paid ones, have limits about what they can do with the different features, unless you pay for the very top tiers. So once again, some advantages there. I guess a bit like a mini Christmas present there. These changes matter for subjects that involve coding, and for general research tasks. Extra capacity in the tools such as Claude Code makes it more realistic to build small utilities and test automated scripts without hitting those limits and having to come back, say, the next day and do it. Gemini update influences the quality and reliability of explanations that students and teachers see when they use AI mode in search. The key point is the capabilities on the surface is moving even when the interface and things actually don't change. Same with updates of ChatGPT 5.1 to 5.2. Under the hood changes. It's probably more important than the visual changes or interface changes for us. And lastly, a school with a few textbooks. A final story concerns a secondary school in Wicklow, Ireland, has moved to a largely tech-only model. Students work mainly on iPads. They use tools such as Teams, OneNote, Notability, and AI-enabled platform called Simple Study for feedback and practice. Augmented reality is used for some practical subjects. Teachers report particular benefits for some neurodivergent students, students with dyslexia, and students learning English as an additional language because layouts and reading modes can be adjusted. For most schools, this is obviously not an immediate model to copy. Lots of resources and money. It does, however, prompt useful questions, which digital tools will clearly benefit current students. Where is print more important for deep reading, careful note-taking, even just writing on? Compared to reduced screen time, how might AI-assisted practice tools fit alongside teacher feedback rather than replace it? But I guess the advantage for us at schools implementing this model is data and information will actually come out of this, studies that we can learn from and then apply their lessons into our own systems. So across these 4 stories, the pattern is AI tools becoming more audio-based, more integrated into existing platforms, and more reflective in how they're used. And these developments removes the need for professional judgment, as always, and increase the range of options available to us and what it can do. Once again, you don't have to keep up with everything. Focus on one thing, learn it well, then move on to the next. So if you wish to take one practical step this week, consider trialing Notebook Alliums Emerging Lecture Mode. Have a play with it. Let me know. Generate an explanation, then edit it, and if it aligns with your curriculum and your students. Keep this core work of teaching in your hands while making more measured use of these new tools. And once again, if you're interested in coming on the podcast and talking about your journey with AI, whether it's very short or long, definitely drop me an email and we can have that chat. Love to hear other teachers' stories. Talk to you soon.